Has something paranormal ever happened to you? Have you ever suspected that something like this has occurred to you? Well, if the answers to those questions is no, don't sing victory just yet. You do not need to believe in ghosts, fear them, or have played Ouija board for these situations to arise. As I've always said, the paranormal can happen to anyone and at any time. In fact, many of the cases that you will discover today happen to people who had never experienced anything paranormal before. And like them, they can also occur to you. Chilling, disturbing, and unwanted situations, which were recorded on camera, and that today you will have the privilege of seeing. My name is Leonore Clay, and this is The Darkest Secret. Today we present 7 really terrifying paranormal phenomena that could happen to you. What reaches out to us to descend through the dark corners of this paranormal investigation corresponds to a strange case that has been affecting Brian. A startling story that, if it weren't for the evidence, it would have remained just that. Another paranormal story. What you're about to see is one of those recordings that make you wonder, and it really opens us up to the possibility that strange and inexplicable things exist among us. Without further ado, in his email, Brian says that he works in a vehicle dismantling company, a location where he says that for some time, strange phenomena has been taking place. For a whole week, several random employees got sick to their stomach, with vomiting and fever. Another week, others suffered from headaches. And one day a dead cat appeared in the middle of the office, without anyone knowing how it got there. Brian informs me that his boss started a process with the city hall to see if it could be the toxic fumes or contaminated water, but everything was in order. It was during that week that they had to stop working due to possible contamination, and that is what you're about to see taking place.
Porque ahí cómo va a soplar aire.
Brian, completely frightened, assures that what you just saw was not the product of the wind or the intervention of third parties. They were closed. There was no one working there. It was then that the rumors of the staff began to transform into a possibility. Days before the health problems began, a couple of employees joked that they had seen a witch, an elderly lady who approached the location with a supermarket cart, asking if they could give her some scrap of metal. They refused, and the old woman told them that she would put a curse on them. Everyone took it as a joke, as one of those meaningless threats, until tonight, because at exactly the same time that the internal camera recorded this, the external camera recorded the following. The dogs bark nonstop. The person seems to fade intermittently. Does this have something to do with what happened in the office? If the answer is no, how did the office thing happen? Note that the curtain does not simply fall, but rather has an abnormal movement. What is happening here? Why are so many inexplicable phenomena concentrated in this place? Is what the camera captured actually a witch? Questions that remain unanswered. Number 6. The Aston Hall is an impressive and ancient manor house located in the city of Birmingham, England. A beautiful building from the early 17th century that has become one of the best attractions in the city. In 2009, after a thorough conservation process, it was opened to the public as a historic museum that preserves the decoration and architecture of that time. It attracts thousands and thousands of people every year. However, this place has also become a must-see for the occult world, and this is because its walls shelter what is said to be intense paranormal activity. There have been many workers in this museum who claim to have lived this type of experience. Although everything remained as simple stories, simple tales, until a family that visited this place noticed strange things in their recordings.
I don't know these people.
Why are you here?
I'm so sorry. I can't come back. I'm scared.
Mary? Mary, it's Thomas. Oh, since you're at the bottom of the door.
Don't, because I'm at the top of the stairs.
I swear down.
No,
but,
stop, no.
no, I swear down, bottom corner, Bob.
Shut up.
No, honestly.
Stop calling that.
Just film it in bottom corner there. Bottom corner of the gap. Mary? Mary, Thomas, you can come out now. Mary?
Stop it. Look where I'm standing. I'm breaking down there.
Mary, you're in there? I know you're in there, Mary. I can see you. Can you move past that door again? Oh, she did as well.
Supposedly that door is closed and no one is behind it. So, what did the camera catch? Those who follow the legends of this place claim that what was captured here is a supposed spirit they call Mary, the Grey Ghost. Her full name was Mary Holt, daughter of the fearsome original owner of this house, who was locked in a cell for 16 years after she tried to escape with a servant. The cell? Well, it's exactly the one you see on screen. The family returned several times later, and in many cases the door was open as you see it now, even though nothing was caught. However, in one of their last attempts, luck would be on their side.
Mary? Mary?
Did you see it?
Mary? Mary? Are you still in there, Mary? You can come out now. My name's Thomas. Hello.
Who or what is Mary, and why does she live in this place? Until now, nobody knows. Without a doubt, one of the most disturbing phenomena that keep all the staff of this place in suspense. Number 5. We continue our investigation with the shocking video that the young man you see on the screen has been posting on his TikTok account at Axelosa Official. If you go to his channel, you will find a huge amount of footage whose content is mainly focused on editing photos, music, and videos. That is, until a video totally out of that context caught the attention of his followers.
Aquí están mis hermanos y desde hace rato se quieren dormir, pero están viendo la misma cara que yo. Es lo que me temía. La verdad es lo que me temía y no sé qué hacer. No se pueden dormir. Y vean, aquí está, pero cuando yo trato de abrir, no hay nada. No hay absolutamente nada. Y no sé qué hacer.
His brothers seem to be in a state of trance, and according to this young man, all due to a strange face that can be seen behind the glass of the closet. However, and as can be seen in the image, when he opens it, there's absolutely nothing behind it. A clip that would be only the first from a series of events that apparently forever changed the content of his channel. Pay attention.
Pues con la novedad de que se me acaba de caer la guitarra, de hecho aquí van a poder ver como una rotura. Sí se rompió, como que se cayó, se golpeó, yo nomás bajé a ver. Y pues sí, está bastante rasguñada aparte. Y no me gusta, la verdad. No me gusta nada que esté. Sí se puede ver ahí todos los rasguños que tiene. Y no me gusta bastante nada, la verdad. Sí me llega a dar un poco de miedito, pero pues lo bueno es que ya estamos hablando con alguien para que nos solucione esto. Yo pensé que ya nos había dejado, pero parece ser que no. Esto me está asustando cada vez más. Se está prendiendo y apagando la luz desde hace rato. Pero lo que pasa es que es directamente desde el switch y no me gusta para nada.
They have used salt and holy water. However, the manifestations occur again and again, which is why they left the house for some time, in the hopes that these phenomena would stop. Although many of his followers do not believe that this will end soon, stating that both he and his family are being victims of an unknown entity that apparently decided to make their house its home. Is it wise for them to leave the house at this time? Or do you think it's best to keep trying to get this entity out of their home? Questions that only time will answer. Number 4. This video came to us thanks to Idris Morgan, who concerned sent me this recording he made filming the fish tank he has at home. In his email, he says that the intention of this was to show the new fish he had acquired and send it to his wife and children, who at that moment were visiting his in-laws. But all that disappeared when he realized that he was not alone in the house. Watch.
Alright guys, got some new fish. Pretty big tank as well. There's currently 2 black ones, 2 gold ones. I've called them Goldie number 2, a black one, and if you guys have any suggestions for names that... What the What the
Idris says he feels scared by what his camera caught. They look like fingers, but they are too thick. And what's worse is that they seem to disappear out of nowhere. Startled, he searched both inside and around the entire house without finding anyone. That shape was outside of the glass. In fact, it seems to be holding on tightly to the glass. Did they want to play a joke on him? Or could he be in the presence of manifestations of an unknown origin? Tell me what you think. Number 3. What you're about to see now is a disturbing recording sent by a subscriber who did not want to reveal his identity. However, in his email, he explains the case of the woman you now see on the screen, who overnight began to experience strange disturbances that made it very difficult for her to fall asleep. She said that she would wake up in the middle of the night, hearing voices that seemed to be talking very closely to her. It stayed like that for a few days, until one morning, she found this. In the footage, you see the woman crying, carrying a black object, accompanied by the singing of the Holy Quran. But the most impressive of all is without a doubt that strange figure in the shape of a human face that comes out from under the skin of her forehead. According to the disturbing history of this video, it is believed that the voices that the woman heard at night came from the face formed from her forehead. Our subscriber says that the neighbors nearby of this young woman believed that it is possibly a curse carried out by someone who wanted to harm her. It may be some sort of demon that was not only satisfied with tormenting her at night, but went further and wanted to make itself present in the most frightening way that has ever been captured in images. For a minute, I ask you to put yourself in her place and think, what would you do if one morning when you looked in the mirror, you found this thing embedded in your face? Number 2. What follows is a case that is attracting great attention on various social platforms. A case that has become evident thanks to a series of disturbing videos recorded by a family who for some time have begun to capture the presence of a strange being that is supposedly stalking them from a nearby forest. The video that starts this whole nightmare corresponds to the one you now see on the screen. The owner of this channel, called WV Paranormal, intentionally believed that what he recorded had been a stalker, a weird guy who just wanted to annoy him. However, look at its height. It's too big. That same night, sounds like that of a frightened cat began to be heard in the thick forest. So the user went out to record again, encountering this being once more.
Oh my god, nobody is gonna ever believe this. Shit. Alright, we're going back inside. Oh my god, nobody is gonna ever believe this. Shit. Alright, we're going back inside.
It does not seem to be a wild creature or anything similar. On the contrary, its figure resembles that of a very slim and tall woman who seems to be interested in either the house or in a member of this family. What could be the nature of this being? And what could it expect with staying around the house? Tell me what you think. Number 1. There is no doubt that TikTok has become an essential platform for us to see videos of things that we never imagined. And a clear example of this lies in the impressive video that the user at the Zebu shared on his account. This user leaned out of his window to record because a large number of people began to go out into the streets screaming in terror. It wasn't just 1 or 2 people. Almost an entire sector left their homes to gather here. And for what? See for yourself.
Papi, mira, ve que es que una bruja, ve. Prendelo. ¿Dónde ve? Ahí sí, ve, mira. Ahí sí, mira, salí. Mira. Mira. ¿Dónde? Me está grabando también, grábala, ve. Una bruja, ve. Hay una bruja, ve. Ay, es una bruja, ¿verdad, ve? Mira. Preciso una bruja. Allá, ve. Vela, ve. Es que sí, vela, ve. Mira, sí, ve. Cójala, muchachos, cójala. Hay una bruja, ve. Mira, vecino, una bruja, ve. Acá, vela, ve. Mira cómo se mueve. Ay, sí, vela, ve. Ahí es que se ve. ¡Dale duro! Ay, ¿eso qué es, verdad, ve? Eso no, ve. ¡Se perdió! ¡Se perdió! ¿Dónde? Ay, vela, pues, allá, vela, ve. ¿Dónde? ¡Escucha el techo, mira el techo, ¿Dónde? ¡Arriba, vela, ve! ¡Allá arriba, vela, que está acá, ve! ¡Mírala, ve! ¡Pisando las cejas, ve! ¿Dónde? ¡Allá estaba, ve! ¡Ay, sí, vela, ve! Mira la gente como alborotó, ve, los vecinos, ve. Alborotados, ve. Muchachos, bájenla. Bájenla. Una bruja, ve. Comuneros dos, ve.
As you can see, everyone there identifies the strange figure as a witch, a being that unexpectedly and in an almost impossible way, jumps from one roof to another distant roof, shocking everyone who, horrified, also watched as others, most daring, tried to face him. And despite the fact that many say that all of this only corresponds to a very well articulated performance, the way this being moves and its unexpected change of location generates certain doubts. Nobody is capable of moving so fast. In addition to the chaos caused, implies that they were in the presence of something absolutely anomalous. Did what this TikTok account capture really a witch? Tell me what you think of both this and the previous recordings, because this video has already come to an end. My name is Leonore Clay, and this was The Darkest Secret.